Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is put the Rivian into tire change mode. And it's important to do this because the Rivian has air suspension. All four wheels and tires can move independent of each other as the Rivian tries to level itself. You don't want the Rivian to do that when you're jacked up and you're changing tires. So this is a safety precaution. First thing we need to do is put the truck into off-road mode. Go off-road. And by the way, the doors have to be closed, the truck has to be on. And then we're gonna set it on the highest setting. And you're gonna feel the truck rise up. It's gonna lift the suspension to its highest setting. You can let off the brakes at this point. So once it gets to the highest setting, there's one more step. We gotta give it a minute here. This will stop blinking when it's up there. If you didn't do this and you tried to jack up the truck, you run the risk that the truck starts moving a wheel when you're on a jack, and that's gonna be very unsafe. So what we're gonna do to go into tire change mode, click on settings, service, tire change mode. I can still hear the air compressor moving the truck, so we're gonna go back and just wait for this to reach its final setting. Okay, so it stopped moving. We can go over here to settings, service, tire change. Ride height will not change, which we know. Turn on anyway, and that's it. We're in tire change mode. All right, now that the truck is in tire change mode, you can see the suspension is fully up. The first thing we're gonna do now is we're gonna break free the lug nuts. We're not gonna take them off, but we wanna use our breaker bar from the T Sportline toolkit with our special socket that won't mar the wheels. We're gonna put this on, and we're just gonna crack all the lug nuts loose. This is like a half turn just to get them loose before we jack up the truck, because we don't want to try to loosen them when the tires are off the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and loosen all of these right now. Okay, now that we have the lug nuts broke free, we're ready to jack up the truck. And to do the tire swap, we're going to do one corner of the truck at a time. The truck is really heavy, about 6,000 pounds when it's empty, so you need a sufficient floor jack. We're only gonna do a quarter of the truck, or one corner at a time, so a 2.5 ton floor jack works just fine. Now with the Rivian, the bottom of the truck is covered with aerodynamic panels, so there's no good spot to put a traditional floor jack on the frame. So to solve that, we have the Team 1EV jack pucks. These have been designed specifically to fit into the access ports underneath the truck for jacking it up. So we're gonna show an up-close video, but basically this top nipple with the O-ring will pop up and hold into the truck, and then the bottom of this will fit right on the jack. So you have a safe, proper way for jacking up the truck. Now, the truck is actually very high because of the tire change mode, so not all floor jacks are gonna be able to go up that high. The good thing with the Team 1EV jack pucks is you can stack them together and you have a safe way to pick up 3 extra inches of lift. So we're gonna go ahead and move the camera underneath the truck and show you how to open the access port and put the Team 1EV jack pucks in place. Okay, under the truck, you can see here's the access panel. These literally just pop open. Take the Team 1EV jack puck, slip it up into place, and that's it. Now we'll slide our jack under right here. Okay, now we've tightened all the lugs by hand. We've pulled the jack stand out from underneath the suspension. We're ready to let it down and torque these lugs. So we've let it down. Now we've set our torque wrench to 150 foot-pounds, and we're just going to work our way around and torque these lugs.